Blazers and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a squad from the American, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Scarlet Knights ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blazers offense will get the football first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing in the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gives it on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Up to 45 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. The Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Rutgers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy, and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking for space. It's Mitchell. Gets away from one. He's got space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Cobb. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think that completion is as good as a 1st down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Shakes off the defender. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
He'll pitch it. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score. He lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, UAB. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Duff. And he goes out of bounds. Nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Thomas. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Duff.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running to the left. Powers through the defender. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try it over the left side. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Just broke, continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Rutgers. He would not be denied.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
14, UAB, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch in the middle, it's Preston. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Pop. At the 35, he's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the tailback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Blazers.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Pulls and fires complete. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Jensen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far. They're in Birmingham.
And the Blazers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Scarlet Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Kick is in the air. Looks it in at the 40. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UAB. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Duff. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back.
There he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Great job by the back on the option.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get them.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Blazers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it inside the 40. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines.
Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cobb. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Pop. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UAB. Extra point here will tie the game.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. The give on the counter. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jensen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Humphrey. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Finds a crease at the 20. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Preston. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll move the tight end. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Blazers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
28.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Gets away from one, finds some space. Touchdown, UAB! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn on the gas. Great job, great return.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duff. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Spins away from the defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the one side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
And the Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bring in the heat. They're working that left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense.
Turning it on. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. The Blazers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Blazers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, UAB! And they take it in for 6 more points. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from the defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Blazers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Rutgers, 28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jensen. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. On the set. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Jensen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that are going to show in the field.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 25. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Celebration turned out to be a little premature as that flag takes the score off the board and we play on. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back.